What's up? We're just playing chains in the back of our. We're just finished doubles early, so we're having a quick round. Miguel is playing the approachable card, which allows you to remove the first or last hex of your flight path. Really good for shaping your shots. I'm playing the Wind Wizard, which lets me, once per throw, adjust the outcome of a wind adjustment. So I'm going to show him the ropes here, okay? So I'm going to start by choosing a T-pad.
Okay.
And it looks like we get over some water, get over here. We don't know what the wind is doing yet. Going first has that disadvantage. So I'm going to throw right from the middle. And obviously I want to try and push the water. So let's see if I can go understable driver. You can't use this one now. I've chosen that one. I'm going to go in front of the T-pad and line up a shot here. This is actually a risky shot because if I get that headwind, it could really mess me up. And that, even if I get a little forward tailwind, I could be hitting that rock. Let's see what happens though. So when I commit to that throw by saying throw in, we're now going to determine the course wind. So the wind is blowing up this way. So every time a wind adjustment happens, the whole thing's going to move that direction. So let's show you how that works. So we're going to move forward, resolving one at a time. 1, 2, 3. Now, I'm not hitting the bark mulch, but there is a blue rimmed thing here. That's the wind adjustment. I'm going to roll this for the strength of the wind.
Okay.
And it's none. Blue is none. So I'm just going to carry on as usual, following that along, getting to here. Now I'm going to roll this again. See, yellow's 1. So I'm going to blow that direction, this whole thing. 1 like that.
Oh, cool.
And then it's going to continue to go, giving me coming to rest with maximum distance, securing my spot right behind these trees. Not a great lie, but I made it across the water. I'm going to hold on to this until we've all made our tee shot.
I'm going to go with this guy right here.
Going understable driver. Love it, which you can flip over for backhand and forehand.
I'm going to go from this tee back, I believe. So what, I got to place it right there?
You can do front or back.
I think I'm going to go front.
Nice. And you know what the wind is already doing, so you're in really good shape. So we'll make sure all those hexes line up. So you can see that would look like this.
Oh, nice.
And your driver has to be on the T-pad, the D.
Okay.
So long as you get like one wind at least, you should be in good shape here. Let's see what happens.
Go this guy?
Let's commit to the throw, and then we'll use your disc here.
Okay.
And let's follow it up the path here. So we can see it's clear.
Into here.
Blue, so roll for strength of the wind. None? Okay.
Nice.
No wind yet. So we're going to keep going. You're making it over top of all that stuff.
It's right here. Is
Yeah.
that hazard water? Or?
That is, you're not in the water yet. We need a red, don't you? Oh, it's a blue.
No
He's in
way.
the drink. Brutal. So one thing that would be possible if we were playing with tokens is you could spend a chain token to create a water skip.
Okay.
And it would let you roll one more time to go in the direction the disc was last going.
All right.
We're not playing with tokens, so
I'm going back.
you're going. Obviously, it's just like golf. So
Yeah.
what would you do?
So I go back to
Point of entry.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, throwing from the grass, you lose 1 distance from your next throw.
Okay.
So you're going to change this to 2 because it's a penalty stroke, right?
Okay.
So you're lying 2.
Okay.
And generally we play sort of back and forth.
Okay.
But just for this time, why don't you keep coming?
And I get to choose any of my shots from...
Now all of us get to put these back. You choose any flight path you want.
Okay. So
Oh, okay.
I think I'm gonna go with this bad boy right here.
Other cards finishing up.
Is that your putter down there, Cal? The yellow one?
I'm gonna go from
My
here.
whole bag is down there.
Okay, that's...
I threw my bag.
I think I'm gonna go from there, right?
So normally you would, but because you're stuck in the grass, you have to throw with this being your first hex. So you're getting a little less distance.
Okay.
That's all right though. So we're following that up. You got a wind adjustment. Roll for that strength again. Blue again. There's only 1 blue on there, or 2 blue. I don't know how you're hitting those.
So
So it's going to keep going this way. Now, you've got a low. So L for low, and that's a tree trunk. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll a D6 to figure out what happens with that.
that tree trunk.
Yeah. Okay, a 5. So what that generally means is you lose the last flight of your or one off the end of your flight path. Now in this situation, that would be the end of your flight path. So you're actually now at the end.
So I stay.
So you just resolve right there.
Okay, and then 3 shots in.
You're 3 shots in.
I get it now.
You do. Absolutely you do. I can see that I want something super overstable. I'm going to take a shot here. Let's see if I can go super overstable. Yeah, sure, thank you.
So what do you got?
All right. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need like mid-range distance, but I need overstability. So let me grab an overstable mid. And I'm going to try and push this. If I get clear of this, and I get a wind adjustment, I have a potential chain in here. Should be fucking sick. But let's commit to this throw. Right off the bat, I have a low on the trunk, so I'm gonna roll for that. Let's see what we get here. A 2, oh man. I mean, where are my instructions, man? Oh, refer to the trusty instructions on what happens when you hit a tree. That is on the next page here.
See you in Nanaimo, buddy. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
So you're looking at 1 or 2, land on the trunk hex. So I smacked that trunk dead on. And it stays. I moved one ahead. So brutal. But you know, that's what happened. I'm lying to. Just adjust this here. We're both on the. We're not quite in the circle, either of us.
Okay.
But let me take another stab at this.
Yep.
I see a throw. So you can see how I've got a tree branch here, but my L is low, so I'm passing under the tree branch and making my way there. So I'm going for the chain in. Doesn't matter that there's a wind adjustment hex here.
Okay.
You have a chance to chain in whether it's pre or post wind adjustment.
Ah,
so
okay.
I'm following that in. That's a straight line in. Now for a chain in, there are different rolls needed for whether it's like a chain in with an approach disc or a mid-range disc or a driver disc.
Okay.
So I need a 5 or a 6 to score. If we were playing with tokens, I'd be able to spend a bag token or something to boost my roll a little bit. But right now it's a 5 or a 6 or nothing. So
3.
you know,
chain out.
I believe that's a It's not in. What did I say for that? That's a misses the basket, continues on its flight path. So I now have to resolve that wind adjustment. Let's get that done. It's none. So it'll just roll around here, and I'll be sitting right there. And you know, it's not quite a tap in, but it's a pretty easy putt. Let's get Miguel playing again.
All right. So
Put this back.
there we go.
This is the Tailgater chains match.
Tailgater chains.
It fits. That's just it. You don't need much room. You can play as many holes as you want, as many players as you want, really 1 to 6.
You want to play it in the van, man.
You play wherever you want.
Can I go with that?
Absolutely. I love it. So you chose an approach disc. You have no wind to worry about. You do have a problem, and I'm going to show you what it is. So you managed to get underneath the tree branch, which is great, but you're low enough in your flight that you're going to catch a bush before you get there.
Okay.
So if you throw this, you're going to wind up in there for a tap in. End of the world? Not really.
Not really.
It's
I think I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, what will actually happen is, typically, like this would be a tap in, but because you're on the bush, it's a -1 to your roll. So it would treat it as though it's 1 more away. You have to roll a 2 or higher.
2 or higher.
Yeah, that's it. So unless you goose egg this off the bush, then you're in business. So
Let's go.
that's a solid. I think we had a rough 5 there.
Yeah.
So a little double bogue, but that's all right. I missed I slapped a tree for 2, rolled around for 3. I've got a. So the thing is, you can draw your line to the basket with your finger. So I can go 1, 2, 3, or I can go 1, 2. But of course that bush is a -1 on roll, so it's the same deal, right? Still need a 3 or higher. Couldn't pull it off. Just doffed it into the bush, and I wind up with a 5 as well. So. This par 3 took the best of me. I got an eagle the other day on a par 5, so it's absolutely possible. And that's how the game goes. We're going to adjust our score. +1, +2 over par. We would reset the dice to 0 and be on our way to the next hole. What do you think?
That was sick. I almost had you there.
You absolutely did.